And I can tell you that there's the people who have resurrected Azimio, resurrected because it was dead, because they say it was dead, so there must be a resurrection. Mm-hmm. So those who have to know that Jesus also resurrected, so Azimio can say resurrect. So if it was dead, it can be resurrected. So it must have resurrected. Now, why are the president uncomfortable? The president is uncomfortable because these guys have done something very cynical. You know, ODM is a member of Azimio. And the people in Azimio are seeing that ODM want to enter in a coalition with UDA. Now they are giving the president a headache. That's why he's worked out. In fact, the president, when you see that he's talking with that anger, you see the voice talks like he's comfortable, but he's angry. And I say, I'm enjoying life. You can't enjoy life when you're that angry. The president is angry because for ODM to get into coalition with the UDA, it must exit Azimio officially. Mm-hmm. Like if you go to RPP website, there are only 2 coalitions registered. One is Azimio, the second one is Kenya Kwanza. So he is in Kenya Kwanza, and Azimio wants to have a coalition. So even him as UDA has to now exit from Kenya Kwanza and a coalition with the ODM. And ODM to exit Azimio, it has to first of all do like 30 days or maybe 3 months notice, I think 30 days notice, then conduct an NDC. The NDC of ODM will be so chaotic. It looks like, Fred, you have been dating 4 girls and they don't know you're dating them, then you find yourself on the same bed. You can imagine the chaos you can see there. It will be so chaotic that there will be no decision to be made whatsoever. Because remember, an NDC, normally there are some things that must be ratified. Who will be reading what to be ratified? If you tell Sifuna to write what needs to be ratified in the NDC, you give one to Babu Owino, you give another one to Oburu Dinga, you give another one to Ida, you give it to Winnie. They'll have different versions of things to be ratified, and there'll be no agreement whatsoever. That's why I'm telling you, just like a polygamist, in my culture, a polygamist never sleeps in one woman's house. A polygamist must have his house. The women come when they want and with appointment. But if your ODM has now become a polygamistic environment, isn't it? And there's no woman in ODM who has got the control, that's control. The second thing which is happening here is that maybe Azimio guys, like in Kalonzo, they were trying to register a coalition. DCP must be in a coalition with the DP, with PLP, Jubilee, among others, and Wiper. Now, another lawyer, for example, like my brother here, must have told them, instead of registering a new coalition, why don't you just put this coalition under Azimio and then rebrand it? Because the Azimio is Raila. If you look at Azimio, is that strong R, Raila Odinga. So they have to remove that strong R and maybe put K. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So how will you be able to...
Actually, R can remain.
Because they are using Raila's name to campaign.
So if they want to take Raila to the ballot, then they can keep the R. But I'm sure it is about just looking for how can you rebrand, because I'm sure that the Kenya, I'm the member of a United Opposition, we have been trying to shop for the coalition name.
This is one of the routes now.
Yes, so there was a name coming called Ukombozi Alliance. Maybe I'm saying what I should not say. You've been hearing Kalonzo saying Komboa Kenya. You hear that? Komboa Kenya. So you can read Kalonzo.
We understand there's a retreat, a 2-day retreat for the United Opposition to come up with this possible change of
name. So it means
is that what they're talking about?
I think that I can't say that because
Alliance.
I don't have the powers to say this, because I'm sure the people, but I can tell you, if they're taking Azimio, they'll rebrand it.
Okay.
And this is a rebranding exercise that plays for them 2 things: killing 2 birds with 1 stone. First, frustrating the UDA ODM coalition talks. On this other side, as these guys are frustrated for them actually rebranding, then now they'll not mention Azimio anymore, because you heard Ruto says, Azimio imezimia, sivyo? When the name changes, ataita nini? Itakuwa Azimio tena. So that's why you see Gachagua has told him, you are confusing ODM when Raila was there, because Ruto is thinking that ODM will be strong as when Raila was the ODM leader. He doesn't know that the king has died, but maybe the crown is also dead.
Before we finish the show, because this meeting, NEC, may discuss the Azimio issue, but Of key interest, and this is what the Stars captured, is the place of Edwin Sifuna in that party as Secretary General. Probably because there have been threats that